We are now approaching Harwich International.
Good morning from Harwich Town. Bit of a different one today again. Today we're going to be taking the Harwich Harbour Ferry from Harwich over to Felixstowe. We'll be looking round Landguard Fort before getting the train back to Bury to go to the UK's smallest pub for a quick drink. Today I'm joined by my son Taylor again.
Hello.
And yeah, time to get going. Hopefully we'll find something to eat and a coffee on the way there. Get some lunch for later, put in the bag. But first we've got to find our way to Harwich Harbour Ferry, and we've got about 30 minutes to get there, so it's a 15-minute walk, so we should be okay. Wow, look at that, there's a lighthouse, I think. Now we're in Harwich, and Harwich is about 1200 years old, I think, something like that. It's a very historic town, but it's lost its prized crown of glory to the other side of the water there, to Felixstowe. Felixstowe is the UK's largest and busiest sea freight port, with cargo ships from all over the world going in there. The biggest one in the world goes in there, and hopefully we're going to get to sit on the left hand side of the ferry going over to from Harwich to Felixstowe, and get a look at the cargo ships before getting off on the beach and walking into the fort for a look around some more history that you'll find here in the east of England. We've got, as I say, about 15 minutes to get there, and hopefully we'll get a sit down, get to capture the boat coming in, and be near the front of the queue to get one of the first seats on the left. If it's busy, the children are off, it might be busy, but then again it might be empty.
It's one of the busiest ports, cargo ports in the world.
Oh, and we mustn't forget we're going to be getting a beer and a Coke in the UK's smallest pub. Now there's a bit of contention about whether or not that is the smallest pub, between that and a pub in Cleethorpes, I think it is, but there's a few things to take into account when deciding if that's the UK's smallest pub, and I think it is. I'll tell you more on that later. But we're coming up to the coastline. You can see might be a lifeboat there. We'll be there shortly. Stay tuned, this is going to be a good one. So the Harwich Harbour Ferry is an ex-lifeboat from the SS Canberra, and it provides an essential service for everyone living alongside these two sides of the river where the Orwell and the Stour meet. If you can imagine, if you lived this side, you would have to get a train all the way down to Manningtree and across and all the way back up the other side. So this is an essential service. It provides a ferry straight across there to just next to the port of Felixstowe, where you can see the massive container ships from all over the world. The Harwich Harbour Ferry is licensed to carry, I think, 55 people, and it goes from here in Harwich, it goes to Shotley, which I think is that way, Felixstowe that way, and they even provide tours of the estuary here and the rivers, where you can see seals and nature reserves, and these take about an hour. But our ferry today, straight across there to the other side to Felixstowe, where we'll be finding Landguard Fort. It takes about 15 minutes, so we're going to get going. Hopefully there's something to eat down that way we can put in the backpack, and let's get going. Oh, what shall I have? Let's see what they got.
Cheeseburger, bacon roll, bacon cheese and mushroom.
And there's our boat just pulled in, the Harwich Harbour Ferry. So we'll have to make our way round down the gangway there, down onto the ferry. And here we are, foot and bicycle ferry, Harwich to Felixstowe. Please wait here for the Harbour Fort ferry, it's all spotted. Nice steps.
We hope you enjoy your sailing with us today. Please be advised that we prefer card payments rather than cash to cover your fare. Please have your return ticket ready.
So that was the Harwich Harbour Ferry. What do you think?
That was good, with amazing views of the cargo ships.
Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Hey, it's nice. I think the seal watching might be good. It's like an hour journey around the estuary. And yeah, that was great. Great views of the cargo ships.
Pretty odd place to get dropped off considering we got picked up in a harbour.
Well, we're right next to Languard Fort there. Yeah. We'll discuss that in a moment. We came over from over there, over at Harwich, and that's the UK's biggest and busiest freight port there. So that was the Harwich Harbour Ferry. We both enjoyed it. Now we're going to go to Languard Fort here at Felixstowe Museum. there's a bit of history towards this place. We discussed it when we get in there. It's a bit windy, I don't know if you can hear me, but we've got a short walk around the corner. We'll pay to get in, but before we get inside I'll find somewhere sheltered from the wind and I'll give you a bit more information about this place and its long history. Fort open, that's a relief. Now what's this sign say over here before we stop to tell you what's going on? This gives you some information about Languard Fort, defending Harwich Haven. You can see the history there of all the old sailboats and warships. It was built around 1543, and then the second one 1625, third one 1717, the fourth one 1744, and the fifth one 1870. So it's a few hundred years of history there, all the way back up until the Second World War, when this was a sea defence against the Germans or the Nazis. The fort has defended Languard Point, an important sheltered port of Harwich Haven, for almost 500 years. Henry VIII commissioned the first fort here around 1543. Look at the history. Over here in the Second World War you have a British soldier posing for a picture and one of the guns pointing out to sea. Well, I don't need to stop and give you a breakdown history. It's right there in front of you here at Landguard Fort. So we're going to purchase our tickets, we'll get inside,
Yep.
we'll have a look about. It looks great, I've always wanted to come here. The amount of times we've been to Felixstowe, it's a great day out of Felixstowe, but at the end of Felixstowe Promenade you walk through a green area just behind us there and you get to the fort. So let's get in there, have a look about, and I'll see you in a minute. Hello there. Right, another on the child, please. Yes, please.
Would you like the guidebook for 460? Can you do the history of the fort?
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I wish it wasn't 460 though, because
No.
I've got my teeth, I can't bloody speak. Right, so it's 1660 then,
Thanks
please.
very much.
Thank you. You having audio guides? They're included?
No.
No? Okie doke. Right, so have a wander round. It's round to the right. Follow it round.
Thanks very much.
Hold the ring on the wall.
Thank you.
All you need is
So over here we have some cannon. Let's have a look, Taylor. 6 powder cannon from 1737. There's more washrooms there. More washrooms in here. This is the sort of bathroom I need in my house when everyone wants to use it at the same time. So all the water fire extinguishers would have been kept there. We have the old fireman's tin hat and the compressor. Hello guys. Now what's in here? Oh, very dark. It's a fire exit. Not for us. Not today, I hope. Oh, the shoemaker's room. I've got a few of those, need fixing. Walkfall's gun room. And there's Sid. Sid looks like he's got a facial injury, but his hands, how he works with ammunition, and look what happened to his hands. But This was a man who dealt with all of the Second World War ammunition. Some of the big bullets you can see there in the cartridge cases. Ammo shells, 40mm ammo shells, and they would have been used on the gun. You can see it just outside. Magazine entry. I wonder if they've got airline in this magazine. Here we have some of the garments that they used to wear before going down a long corridor into the inner workings of the fort. This is amazing. There's not much to see on exhibits, not yet anyway, not that we found. It's the hottest day of the year so far, that's why we're sweating, but let's have a look, see what we can find. Cartridge lift. So that's a lift to the cartridges. I can't see up there, but that's where the lift would be. And in here, is that whiskey? No, no such luck. We have gunpowder. Hopefully they're empty. As well as some cartridges to carry them. Now Ferries books back for 1:30. Gives us about 2 hours here, so we'll look about, grab a drink. But then after this we've got the UK's smallest pub. Now, the heat today, I think we deserve a drink, so stay with us. I need one of those for home, I think. There's plenty of that in my house. And I definitely need one of those. Okay, that's enough of that in the dungeons. Let's get to where the exhibits are, get some fresh air, and let's go up top. Now that is what you call a gun.
We're going to go all the way round, and we can go that way round if you'd rather. Well, we'll go that way round first. No, go this way. I think it's this way.
Because we should end up coming back out there.
A bit shade from the sun. You can see where a gun would be placed on there, on its turntable. Before the port was here, we would look out over the Stour and Orwell rivers where it meets the North Sea as a vantage point. And over there is Harwich, where we set off from on the Harwich Ferry, and the port of Felixstowe. In the distance you can see cargo ships right down the end. And as I say, it's the UK's biggest and busiest port. I have to say, so far, even though this port's got a bit of history, I'm a bit disappointed. It's a museum, but there's nothing really to relate to, nothing to look at. It's just a building to walk around so far with a sign on the wall that says what it was used for, without having too many of the exhibits of what they actually were. But maybe it'll get better, but so far I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed with Languard Fort. But let's keep going. The impression I get at the moment is if you like your brickwork, if you're an admirer of brickwork at its finest, English bond, Flemish bond, Languard Fort's a place to be. Much else, plenty of brickwork. Oh, look at these iron doors. So this is obviously one of the older parts, I'd say.
Yeah, you can see the sun.
And of course, what would it be a fort without your urinal? Now we move into modern warfare, the 21st infantry soldier. And these are the flag combinations. Black and yellow. That's not what you want to see.
We've got such a line. I just wanted to do
What's in here? Oh, there he is. What time of day do you call this, buddy? Time to get up. We're in the officers' quarters. You can see how they live compared to the rest of the soldiers and servicemen here. You're lazy, mate. Come on, up you get. And here we have some more barrack rooms. Beds laid out, radio on. This is where the soldiers would congregate to rest, polish their boots. This is more like it. See, this is what I mean. This is more like it. It's a shame they didn't do this all the way around the fort. Mock the rooms up, show you a bit of history. But yeah, they made up for it at the end.
The Dutch are held for no assault.
Yeah. See you. Bye.
Brilliant.
Yeah? You like it? Yeah, it was good. Just over a few more bits, I think.
Yeah, a few more like ancient sort of objects that they used to use in the musket wars and stuff, you know.
Yeah, they've got plenty from the Second World War and the Cold War. But
Yeah.
they're not so hot on exhibits pre-Second World War.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Landguard Fort, and
Definitely.
yeah, definitely worth a visit. Maybe only once, but they don't rip you off inside. Drinks are pretty cheap, and souvenirs are pretty cheap. We didn't buy any, but yeah, it was good. It was good. I won't say that it was the best place I've ever visited, but it was still good, very interesting, and this was a key defensive position for the UK, or England, London. This was the only deep water port inlet between the Thames in London and the Humber further up the coast, so this had to be defended, because if the enemy attacked here and won this, they could proceed on the march in towards London to take London. So a key defensive fort. But that was Landguard Fort, and now we're going to get the ferry back over to Harwich, get our a train to a location that's got the UK's smallest pub. We're going to have a drink, and we'll see you there shortly. But here's some footage of our journey there, back across, and I'll catch up with you in a moment.
Welcome on board the Harbour Ferry. We hope you enjoy your sailing with us today. Please be advised that we prefer card payments rather than cash to cover your fare.
Like it when it's a bit choppy.
Yeah, because it's like when it's. I like when it like moves because it doesn't. Because it's more enjoyable, I think.
I don't like it when it's choppy. Nice smooth, like a mule pond. Just go over, not a bump, not a ripple is best.
I'm not a seasick person.
So now we're back at Bury St Edmunds station. This is where we left the car this morning before we started the journey. We've got a short drive down the road there to the middle of Bury St Edmunds. We're going to go to the Nutshell. Now it's contested as to whether this is the smallest pub in the UK or not. I believe it is, because as far as I'm concerned, you only include the area within the pub that the customers can use, not any outside space or anything like that. Well, this is only 15 foot by 7 foot. It's from 1867, and as I say, it's called the Nutshell. One time they had 102 people squeezed into there, and the Guinness Book of Records confirms this. If you look online now, as the smallest pub in the United Kingdom. It's up against a place called the Signal Box in Cleethorpes, but I think the Guinness Book of Records are right, and this place has it. We're going to go there now, the smallest pub in the UK. We'll see what it's like. Apparently there's some stuffed black cats there. We'll do some shooting inside if you can, and if I don't speak to you in there, I'll speak to you when we come out. I'm desperate for a pint. We've definitely earned it. We'll see you soon. So here we are. We're in Bury St Edmunds. In there is the old corn exchange. Now that's now Wetherspoons, but there's a Nutshell, and because it's such a unique pub with such an amazing history and the smallest in the UK, it's still doing a roaring trade. People sitting outside. Let's get in there and have a pint. I'll speak to you in a minute. There we go, half a beer and a Coke. I've got all the money up there, look. I'm seeing all the money on the ceiling.
Yeah.
No, it was actually alright.
Yes.
Did you have a nice pot of drink like
No, I know.
Is that the famous mummified cat, is it? Yeah. This is supposed to be the smallest pub in the UK, yeah? But there was some contention about this and one up in Cleethorpes. Is it actually this one?
No, we're the smallest in the world.
Smallest in the world?
Yeah. The smallest in Britain.
I was thinking it up.
People want to...
Also, so the other one, look to the other one, that's a signal box. And really, as far as I'm we're the smallest pub in the world, actually. Not the UK, but the world. It's a public house, which means that the other one, which is a signal box, doesn't really count. The smallest public house in the world is right here in Bury St Edmunds, and we're in it, the Nutshell. And that's a mummified cat, though.
Yeah, you did, You went like that, so we had to...
That was a slow start then.
Yeah, I know. No.
So what do you think?
I'm not surprised that it's the world's smallest pub, because you cannot get smaller than this. If it's public as well.
They managed to fit 102 people in here. 102 people.
There must have been like literally
Sardines, in the corner.
standing up on there, probably laying down.
I wonder how much that money's worth, but yeah, probably not a lot. I'm going to do the runner.
You better not. I can catch after you probably.
So in a nutshell, Bury St Edmunds, the world's smallest pub. Not the UK's, but the world's, they say. But I hope you enjoyed the video today, a bit varied, a bit different, but there's more aviation videos coming soon. I'm off another trip in the next couple of days, and if you like what you see, please subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next one. Thanks for watching, I'll see you soon, bye.